So the distributive property we checked out last week. If you need to use the distributive property to rewrite and simplify, an example of rewriting with the distributive property might look like this. Right, so we can use the distributive property by multiplying the 3 on the outside of the parentheses to everything we see on the inside of the parentheses. So 3 times x, we just have to leave that as 3x. And then 3 times that minus 2, that makes minus 6. Okay? Or if you see something like this, that's still the distributive property. Okay? Students like to think of there being like a little invisible 1 here, written in front. So it's like a negative 1 times everything on the inside of this parentheses. Okay, so if you rewrite this one with the distributive property, that's negative x or negative 1x. Either one should be okay. And then that's a minus y because negative 1 times y makes negative. Negative times a positive makes a negative. And then negative 1 times negative 3 makes a positive 3. Okay, so that's using the distributive property to rewrite. Let's use the distributive property to help us simplify. So in this expression, there's nothing I can do so far because the 3x can't combine with that minus 2 because the minus 2 needs to first multiply to this parentheses. Basically, to start off, we have to use the distributive property here. Keep in mind that's a minus 2 multiplying to everything. So negative 2 times x makes negative 2x, and then negative 2 times negative 4 makes a positive 8. So now we got 3x minus 2x. Those are like terms, so those can combine. That makes 1x. And that's it. Now we simplified using the distributive property. So you'll see quite a few questions this week using the distributive property. That's the basics. Make sure you take a negative sign with you when you multiply. I didn't write plus 2x, I wrote minus 2x there.